Revolution, aluta, continua, Victoria, revolution, aluta, continua, Victoria, revolution, aluta, continua, Victoria, revolution, aluta, continua. Continua, Victoria, take over, when people take over, all oppressors, and go run away. When people take over, we take over. When people take over, when people take over, all oppressors, and go run away. When people take over, when we take over, people take over, take over, all oppressors, then go run away. When masses take over, when we take over, when masses take over, when masses take over, all oppressors, then go run.
Yeah. Easy. You guys don't push. See, how far is this?
Benga.
Let's go.
Benga.
Put it there.
Finally, we've just been released from illegal, unjust, unwarranted, and inhuman detention by the Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime, orchestrated by his illegal IGP, and we're heading home. Hopefully. In fact, I was supposed to be heading to Lagos for a protest for tomorrow. We are still checking on the price if there's any price.
Have you seen the warning from the Lagos State government?
They can warn themselves, they can't warn me. They can't warn me about my rights. They are the ones who have to warn themselves about their responsibilities. So, nothing going to stop me. This is not the first time people who are paid to protect have become very likely responsible and only people who exercise their rights. You can't warn them.
Okay, now in the build up to the protest, the police had actually issued a warning and they said they contravened that warning by entering into the restricted zone, which was why the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu was also arrested. What's the word
Nnamdi Kanu is here. But before he speaks, I'm not a lawyer. What I know is that if a court gives an order and there's a contravention of that order, you go back to the same court to complain to the judge. It's not the job of police to take it upon itself to be enforcing court orders that they had interest in. But even if they don't have interest in it, there was a court order issued by a judge saying don't go to certain areas. If you want to review the order, you go back to the court. If you want to complain that the orders were violated, you go back to the court. So the police being an irresponsible organization in Nigeria, took laws into his hand. And I can guarantee you that those court orders were never served on us. If you look at the schedule 3 of the court order, it says serve them by Friday. So no court order was served on us. But assuming it was served on us, even our courts understand that there are certain areas of boundaries we cannot cross when it comes to fundamental acts.
Okay, it's been alleged that the reason why you spent a long time in detention was because you called Mgbeke for a useless IG.
No, it's not useless.
Okay, so what's your word to in terms of the justice system, seeing what played out when you were beaten and manhandled in the court?
It's not the first time. You must have seen a plethora of police attacks since 1992. Some of the police who attacked me, I had to fight for their retirement benefits a few weeks ago. So it's to also tell the police that are doing it now that they will soon meet their Waterloo. There's no question about that. But most importantly, our goal is to fix the country. We can't be going after small issues, including individuals. The country we want to fix, that's what is on our plate, not this individual police. I cannot be banding words, for instance, with the police PRO, who I know doesn't know his left from his right. I can't be banding words with the IGP, who I know is no longer in the police force. And you cannot be IGP if you are not in the police force. And they understand it, that's why they lose their mind. So I have been through about 7 presidents in my lifetime since probably more now, since 1992. Several police IGPs. Some of them have had to help in the course of. Some of them I had to assist where they were even still serving. Yes. So these are not issues that bothers me a lot. Anybody who is doing what they do knows that your second vacation home is prison.
The service chiefs, I need you to comment on that.
The service chiefs, let me tell you, I was the first to complain about that one who said they wanted to fence Nigeria. Musa, that one doesn't know his words. He's still even better than Ebetoku. Ebetoku should have been fired if Tinubu were to be serious. But I'm not an advisor to the president, and I particularly don't care what Tinubu does with his illegitimate regime, honestly.
So, Barrister Alan, please, we would like you to share your experience, considering the fact that you were actually living in denial on the day you were arrested. And what has this experience actually taught you?
Well, this experience is traumatic. Speaking honestly, it's traumatic for me. It's traumatic for my colleagues, everybody. If you say it isn't, traumatic in the sense of the manner of the arrest. It was very brutal. People who were cooperating to the police were being shoved around, being beaten up. Some of them sustained injuries. Tear gas canisters were deployed directly at most of us. 2 had impact on me. In fact, if we didn't have strong lungs, some of us would have given up the ghost on the spot. I don't think that type of brutality has a place in a well-ordered modern society. This is the type of thing that we need to do away with in Nigeria. Even at the police headquarters, CID, Gariki, the command, they deployed canisters, several canisters of tear gas just to get us to bundle us into vehicles that will take us to Abattoir. He didn't need to do that because we were already under your control. So that's something that should abhorrible and should be condemned by all and sundry. It is not good, it's unlawful, it's brigandage, and it is executive rascality in high places.
While you were in detention, now we are starting to hear that he's saying what is your opinion, considering the fact that you are also about
when the protest was directed, let me make this clear, the protest was directed against the presidency, not against the judiciary. There are things that come first. If the presidency or the executive branch of government does not put you up for trial, no court has the authority to initiate prosecution against you. So it's a question of where to place the blame. I've noticed a lot of understanding as if we are protesting against the court. No, the court didn't initiate it. The presidency did. The attorney general did. So if the presidency or the executive branch says Nnamdi Kanu's case should no longer be prosecuted, the court will have nothing to try.
Exactly.
This is our point. So those people saying that Nnamdi Kanu is on trial and we are interfering with judiciary, contempt of court, blah, blah, blah. No, come on. That's complete misunderstanding of the situation.
Yes.
It is Tinubu we wanted to talk to. You don't have any business prosecuting a man that has done nothing wrong.
Yes.
And a man you brought into the country under situation that offended humanity, international law, and even Nigerian law.
Yes.
You don't have a business putting him up for trial. So withdraw. Under section 174, I think, of the Constitution, he can direct the Attorney General to do a nolle prosequi. It was done for Sowore here, right? It has been done in history for a whole lot of people. If the presidency or the executive branch or the attorney can say, we are no longer interested in the case, and that's the end of it, that was the purpose of the protest.
Yes.
And I was